So the next two major religions we're going to discuss is we are going to discuss Confucianism and Daoism. And these two religions came out of China. And so we're going to focus on Confucianism first, and then we'll talk about Daoism. So Confucianism is going to come from China, and it is, although it's considered a religion, it's also more of an ethical philosophy based on Confucius, who becomes known as Confucius, which is basically it's a way to live your life, right? This advice of how a good person should live, kind of thing. Um, and so again, a lot of stuff coming up on the screen. Okay? But right in the middle of that box, there are some core beliefs of Confucianism. Right? So they believe in Ren, which is kindness, right? And that saying, do unto others as you would have others do unto you, right? Treat others like you would like to be treated. Culture, loyalty, relationships, right? And notice filial piety is in bold, and that relates to respect for elders and relationships. And so Confucianism is going to stress filial piety and the concept of the importance of relationships and the fact that you should be have respect for your elders, right? A man to his emperor, right, respects the emperor. A wife to the husband respects the husband. A son to a father, right? That there's going to be a lot of stress on this concept of filial piety and respect and loyalty. And the main goal of Confucianism is to become Zhongzi, which is kind of like a gentleman or enlightened type thing. And so in order to do that, right, one must seek knowledge. They have to work to be a better person. The hope is that a meritocracy would be created under Confucianism, and that means that power in the government or region would be put based off of merit, right? Like the better you are at something, the higher up you'll go, right? If you're a really good leader, then you could be a leader type concept. And this is going to become the state ideology under the Han Dynasty. They're really going to embrace Confucianism, and then Confucianism is going to be one of the major religions throughout China for quite some time. And then we're also going to get Daoism, and Daoism is going to come about the same time period as Confucianism. It's going to, roughly the same time. However, this is going to be far more of a spiritual religion, right? Confucianism is more like a moral compass guiding you. Daoism is really going to take on more spirituality. Again, right there in that box, we have some of their major beliefs. And one major difference between Confucianism and Daoism is that Daoism is going to lean heavily on concepts related to nature and things to do with nature and its divine power and kind of like nature guides your life and things of that. They stress, humility and frugal living, right? So less is more kind of concept. Along with Buddhism, after the Han, Taoism is going to make it so there's not just one universal philosophy. So just like in India, right, you have Hinduism and Buddhism, so two different philosophies that are going to attract different followers. Taoism is going to be similar in China in the fact that it's going to, draw in some people. So there's not just one, universal idea, right? There's going to be split. Some people are going to be into Confucianism. Some people are going to be into Taoism. Okay. And people who are, Confucianists and Taoists are going to kind of clash a little bit. Confucianists, as you could see there, are going to disagree strongly with the fact that Taoists put this special emphasis on nature and magic and mystery and kind of this severe spirituality. And so, again, that's going to play a big role in kind of the future and the culture. But those are two major religions in kind of the early goings of these countries, Confucianism and Daoism.